And back home on the local scene, Tambo Edisemi has been crowned Miss Amnesty Nigeria 2025 at the recently concluded Grassroots Discovery for Women in Sport, an initiative championed by the Tracy Mcwary Foundation to empower young women through sports and advocacy. Godfrey Nzukwe was there.
The Grassroots Discovery for Women in Sports event, themed Empowered on the Court, aimed to empower the girl child and promote sports development. Organized by Tracy Mcwary Foundation, the event brought together 6 teams from 3 Niger Delta states: Delta Queens Asaba, Bayelsa Angels, Anambra Queens, Divine Speed Academy Warri, Peace Academy Warri, and Discover I'm Alive Academy. The teams competed for cash prizes, scholarships, among others, with the final standing being Delta Queens first position, Divine Speed Academy second place, Discover I'm Alive Academy third place, Bayelsa Angels 4th place, Peace Academy 5th place, and Anambra Queens 6th place.
So I'm inspired by my desire to uplift the girl child and empower women in the Niger Delta region. Being an SPC queen, I came up with Miss Amnesty Nigeria, a way to give back to the society.
Our main goal in this event is not just about playing basketball. It's about telling them that there are other things they can do in life to get better. Making them understand the reason why they have to be a lady and get off issues that can make them not succeed in life.
The event culminated in the crowning of Tambo Edisemi of Divine Speed Academy at the 2025 Miss Amnesty Nigeria.
I'm so excited. I don't even expect it. Like, this is my first MVP and I'm so happy.
So this is the first time that the girl child is recognized in the basketball sports competition. So this is a great development to encourage the girl child to engage in sports.
The event also featured 3 days training on digital marketing and artificial intelligence.
Have now been joined in the studio by Tracy Mcwary, founder of the Tracy Mcwary Foundation. Thank you for joining us on the show today, Tracy.
Thank you.
And I mean, definitely you put together that show. It definitely was a whole lot seeing the young ladies who you put smiles on their faces there. Just walk me through it. What exactly inspired your foundation to create a grassroots discovery for women in sport? Specifically for women now, because some would say, oh, why not involve the boys? But you are very partisan with the girl child, no problems there. But however, how does the Miss Amnesty Nigeria platform also key into this vision, using basketball, sports as a way to empower the girl child?
Okay. First of all, the Tracy Mcwary Foundation is interested in the plight of the girl child, to redefining the core values of the girl child, and to make sure that we empower women, train them on different skills acquisition, vocational training, and also lift them off the streets. So as much as we're focused on the girl child, we are also focused on the boy child, because we're doing a lot to make sure that we send relief materials in form of humanitarian aids to various IDP camps. So the Tracy Mcwary Foundation is focused on changing the perspective by which women are viewed in the society. So to make sure that women have something to do, have something doing for a living, to earn, and also be able to become future ambassadors of tomorrow, that the country will be proud of them.
Absolutely. So now, beyond the pageantry, because I mean, women and pageantry, 5 and 6. However, what are the specific opportunities your foundation, in terms of systems being put in place now, you're going to give the participants as far as it relates to sports? Because whether you like it or not, ours is a country blessed with extreme numerous talents when it comes to sports. And behind the camera, you told me this is your first time venturing into the sporting world. Yours had usually just been a usual advocacy outreach, but you wanted to take a new route, and sports was that route. So with the success you've recorded, what other systems, mechanisms are you going to put in place to ensure that you use sports as a tool to amplify, like you said, the voice of the girl child and women in society, and give them, dignity and pride, and more importantly, a place, or like they say, a seat at the table?
Okay, like Miss Amnesty Nigeria is not just about beauty. It's about the talent, discovering talents. And I found out that in a lot of rural areas, there are a lot of young talents that have not been discovered. They are not heard, they are not seen, nobody even knows that they exist. And because of lack of information opportunities, these people, these women are left behind. So it doesn't matter your location, your background, Tracy Mcwary Foundation will find you and empower you. Then Miss Amnesty Nigeria is a platform, an advocacy platform to let these women know that they are being seen and heard. They matter and they are here. It's a form of a platform to give women voice in the society.
Okay, so just walk me through. Definitely, things like this would require a bit of partnership, working together. I would like to think you probably maybe have reached out to one or two sporting federations, e.g., the Nigerian Basketball Federation, or the state basketball, talking about Delta State Basketball Federation,
yes.
and all of that. What's been the collaboration like? What's been the effort to harness your resources, their resources, and put it together to raise the next generation of D-Tigers, D-Tigresses, Olympic Dream Team, and the rest, Super Falcons?
The truth is that we get more sponsorship from individuals than the government, being realistic here. But I thank God for Delta State government. They were able to give their own support in their own capacity, and I'm grateful for that. But when it comes to getting sponsorship for women empowerment, it's something that I would say has not been easy. It's not easy to get support, especially when it comes to empowering women. I don't know why. Not that we don't reach out to all these government agencies, but we don't get a good answer.
Well, but I mean, so far so good. It's not been smooth sailing, but you've recorded some levels of success,
yes.
right?
Yes, because I don't relent. No matter the no's, I believe that Tracy Mcwary Foundation, it's something I do out of my heart. It's a compassionate thing that I do to make sure that women are heard and lifted off the streets. You can see that as much as we see that young women, unemployment rate is high. So these are the little things I can do in my own capacity to see that we lift women off the streets and also help and empower them.
Okay, good. Now, let's delve deep, because you just mentioned issues regarding funding, sponsorship, etc., etc. And usually for philanthropists like yourself who have the heart and mind of young ladies, boys, as they may be at heart, you really want to do stuff for them. What would you say you have put in place to expand, if at all you have a plan to expand? And how do you plan to do it?
Okay.
Resources, what's the big dream? So far, Delta Abuja, like you said, but do you want to make this a national thing, or you're just limiting to this part of the country?
Yes, of course, we want to make it a national thing. That's why through our various meetings with stakeholders in the region, we've been able to have successful meetings. And I've also sent my team to a lot of the rural areas to have meetings with schools, communities, women leaders, to make sure that we begin to train these people from the grassroots. We train and equip them so that they can start doing sports programs from their own regions. Not because we don't have enough resources. They can still do something from wherever they are. So background and location should not stop anybody from participating in sports.
Okay, so in 2 minutes, what will be your parting words, word for probably a young lady out there who's hoping, dreaming, has dreams, but is probably just stuck in one small slum somewhere and just thinks, I may never make it. What would be your advice to that young lady right now?
Okay, before I say that, there was something the winner of Miss Amnesty Nigeria 2025 said. She said, this is the first time that we feel heard and seen. We have been playing basketball for years, but it seems nobody even recognizes our efforts or that we even exist. That this is the first time something big in basketball is happening in Delta State. So you can imagine that kind of words from such person who has been participating in basketball competition. So this is to tell you that we need people to believe again in sports, that women can also engage in sports, that what a man can do, a woman can do. That sports is not just for men, it's also for women. So I'm telling every woman out there to believe in yourself. You can do it. Don't relent.
Absolutely, most certainly, Tracy Mcwary. If you believe it, you can do it. Those are the words from Tracy Mcwary, yes. Founder, Tracy Mcwary Foundation. Thank you for joining us on the show today. On behalf of me, myself, and I, and my team and crew members, would like to say thank you for, giving back to community, particularly the girl child who, you know, at least give or take, quite a number of them were very elated and happy that this has happened, and definitely
they were all winners.
There will be memories they will hold on to probably for the rest of their lives. So once again, Tracy, thank you for joining us on the show today.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Yeah, and to you out there, we say thank you for staying tuned with us. Next week is another wonderful time where we're going to bring you yet another wonderful scintillating package of the show. Until then, I remain your sincerely Daniel Adirio, urging you to stay safe, stay humble, but more importantly, love someone. Until then, adios.